Hi guys, Scatlink here. Welcome to my modding showcasing sub-series, Hats Off to You, a series of which we try out community-created hats, costumes, functions, singular levels, full chapters, or time rifts created by the Hat in Time fan community via the Steam Workshop. This will also include any challenge roads of which will have their own video dedicated to earning ourselves a trophy, of which would otherwise be permanently missed. We're only halfway through my planned videos, but 2 of them will take a while after this one. Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, and we are off for more of a Hat in Time's Summer 2023 live event.
Want to reopen some old wounds? That's fine by me.
Well, speaking of that, we faced down about 3 sun gods last time to save a carnival that supposedly wasn't very lethal until the sun gods came along, but was definitely sketchy. That was optional, but the carnival was not, because we had to get all the golden tickets to open the golden vault to get ourselves a timepiece. I literally only died the 1 time in that, which was not too bad actually. But that did go on for a little bit of a while. As I said, planning was a little bit fast, so I didn't want to make too many videos. I wanted to keep it a decent flow. But we've only got 21 stamps left to get, and we still cannot access this. Not yet, at least. So what we're moving on to this time is the Breezy Summer Parasailing. We need to parasail 6 times, so we just need to play the minigame 6 times. This is a minigame rift. Well, not really a rift, it's just a minigame level. We need to land on the target 9 times, so we want to play this as much as possible and get first place, which is basically just grab the timepiece. Even if you get first place and lose it later, it will not take it away from you. Just grabbing the timepiece, which spawns by getting first place at least once, will give you that stamp. But you don't need to do that, you just need to play the minigame. But we are, of course, going to get them all. And there is a mod reward, because it's in a present. And as we've already specified, these do not get permanently installed, but they will be installed when you get the reward, so you can actually use it, and then if you want to keep it, you can subscribe to the mod in question. Which is that? We'll get into that once we beat this, at least by getting Parasail 6 times, but we're going to do them all. Breezy Summer Parasailing, made for the 2023 Summer Mod Jam. Take flight in this new minigame level, get launched high up into the skies and use a parasail to land on targets. Fly through rings to maximise and multiply your score. When you've landed on the target, your score will be totaled up. Beat the Mafia's high score to get your timepiece. If you want to screenshot your score and send it on the screenshot channel of the Hat in Time Discord, then you can do. Please report bugs found in the bugs discussion tab. We have a ton of credits once again for this. Level creation, thumbnail art and custom models by Sab Mods. The Parasail texture by Hero, all caps. HUD icons for the roulette, not the riff roulette, you'll see when we get in there. By Habby Job and Sab Mods again. Scripting help by Samisha and Super Ink Link, we've heard those names before. Mod logo by Catwish and playtesters Hatlag, JDWMGB, Catwish, again, and Local Register. There we go, now we're back on pace. How do I keep forgetting to do that? They're mods, so I need to read the mod description. It just loads in! Kinda looks like that, gliding minigame from Wind Waker, don't it? Before we even talk to the Mafia, let's explore the platform here. Oh! Well, shit. We killed Yakuza! Hopefully we won't be, that will be a occupational hazard and we won't be hunted down for that. We can't talk to you, but you are clearly the barman serving the drinks. Listen to this Caribbean remix, though. It's awesome. What's going on here on this big target? So it looks like you're the one who wants to beat Mafia's record. If you beat my record located at the top right of your HUD, I will reward a little hand child with hourglass. When child is ready, head up to starting platform with the button. If you forgot where it is, it's such a small place. I'm already up top, what are you gonna do about it? With me and my shades. Yeah, I'm wearing the Here Comes Nico Sprint hat mod, because it fits. Also, I'm wearing the swimsuit from another mod as well. You can go die. Oh! Well, he didn't go boom, but he definitely drowned. Actually, these cats are just chilling here. Oh, I forgot. By landing in the water, that technically counts as a fail. Whoopsie doodle. Didn't think about that. This must have been how we got over here. I did not mean to fall in the water there. It actually took control away from me as I was falling over the gap. Is that out of bounds then or something? No, I must have just magnetised to the water. Fair enough. Let's get on with this minigame. Multiplier 1, score 0. We need to parasail 6 times, land the target 9 times, get first place. Rounds done 0, record 50,000. What is this? Mafia sees child have interest in flying. Mafia have made advancements in air travel and made one-of-a-kind experience. Mafia calls this the Breezy Summer Parasailing. Mafia would be so kind to give you parasailing instructions right now. Before Hatchild takes flight, she must spin the roulette of danger. This wheel decides what events happen in your flight, sometimes might even benefit you. Once Hatgirl is done spinning the wheel, she can now take flight. Step onto the platform and jump at the right time to launch you high up. If you fail on your jump, you can come back down and do it again. From there, your parasail will open up, and before you know it, Hatchild will be gently gliding through the skies. Or Bowchild, or Tibbychild, if whoever the child is. Mafia sees red, green, and blue rings in the sky. Red rings launch you in a certain direction. Green rings add 5 points to your total score. Blue rings increase your score multiplier. On the sea are updrafts of wind. They lift you to high places. Mafia suggests little girl use them right, and you could travel great distances. When Hatchild reaches the target, find a good spot to land and get scored. The different colours show you how much score is getting added to your total. Your multiplier score will be all applied to your total score at the end of each round. Just note that when you land and your total score is above 5... Wait, what? When you land and your total score is above 5 million, it will start dividing your score by 5. If you're really good and your total score surpasses 20 million, it will start dividing your score by 10. Maintaining a high score multiplier will help out a lot if you ever reach that point. I don't think I'm going to get that high. I think I came close to 2 million. It's really easy to grind up the points, honestly. Yeah. When all your Hatchild's rounds are done, Mafia will receive your final score. If your final score is high enough, you may get a timepiece as a reward. If Hatgirl wants to know who holds the highest record, Mafia recommends you check out Parasail Master Mafia at the podium. If you'd like to listen to Mafia's directions again, let me know. And also talk to me whenever you want to change your total round count or give you an easier record to break. It's located in the extra options when talking to me. Good luck, you all need it. Yeah, you can make this easy if you want to, so there's not really a lot to show. I'm basically just going to go through this as many times as need be, but I will show off every time it lands on a different roulette here. I can't turn the camera, unfortunately, so if I just do this real quick. Basically, every time we start, this will spin, and it will land on one of these, and I'll be showing at least each one of these as I'm going through. If you complete the maximum, which is 9 rounds, and do not land the target 9 times, but you do get first place, you can leave the timepiece there, because it will spawn, and you can just keep playing the game until you get your 9 landings. So that is what we will do. How many rounds will Mafia select for you? Let's just do the 9, and then let's play. So how it works is that you step on the button, and spin! Well, that's a great one. 5 multiplier points at the start. So this is where we're going to earn some massive points. So, jump. I did not time it right. That is fine. We'll just fall real quick. Hit the button again. And then you can try bouncing. As you notice, it didn't do a respin. I am terrible at timing that, apparently. Thankfully, we don't take damage. There we go! We've got massive height. Now, all we need to do is start grabbing some rings. We'll grab this red ring just to get shoved a little. There we go. And then we'll just hold forward as much as we can. Get these rings. I did not get any of those, so you know what? I'm going to pull back and then get these ones instead. You've got multiple routes, as you can see. They all kind of converge onto this one big target. But if you do have the wind and movement tech, you can actually push yourself to go a bit further beyond to a target beyond. Even these targets on the side here, if you can land on them, will give you additional points. Also, you have inertia, so make sure you land at the right point with your speed, and once Hackett stops walking with the speed that she has, you'll get points. I just overshot the 200 there, but that is fine. We had a multiplier of 5 starting off with that one. So, as I said, I'm just going to keep doing this until I get the points necessary. The record actually goes up depending on how many rounds you do. Pass your way through the skies while gaining additional speed. So that is a rocket. I timed it wrong again. I'm very terrible at timing the jump in order to do this. Use the interaction button to use your rocket. This would be probably the perfect time to use to go for the end one. I actually missed that blue ring. That's annoying. Or did I get it? I think my multiplier went up. Right, so what I'm going to do is go straight forward and grab these. Grab that bonus, and then use my rocket for extra boost. So I can try and push for this one over here. And we want to land on the blue, on the yellow, excuse me. So I'm actually going to avoid these rings and just clip the blue to get the multiplier. And then we don't have any movement when I land. And then I should get the 400 with a multiplier 7. This is the furthest you can go. That actually rewards you with points. Glad I got that early. But yeah, you can see that you just need to keep chucking yourself at this until you fulfill every requirement. Which is why I'm not going to show every going round. Because we've already had this one. I couldn't reach the hundo. Oh well, that's not a problem. I got a lot of score for that. I think it's only right that I show off the scores that I get at the end of every round. There are no obstacles to stand in your way. This is box standard, so basically the same as the 5 multiplier without the 5 multiplier. There we go, we got the middle that time. Now, if you land in the water, you will wipe out, and therefore you don't get the bonus at the end by landing on the target. Continues to push you with strong wind. Right, this one can make getting the furthest targets easier, but at the same time it also makes landing on the... oh, bollocks. It also makes landing on the targets a little bit more difficult as well, because if you go push forward, you will go so fast. So you might have to actually pull back and fight against the wind to not miss your rings and multipliers. At the same time, if you land on the target, the wind will also push you further, so it's like, you know, may not be the most ideal. So I want to not... I can't fight back on that one, so I'm just going to have to push for this, and hopefully not wipe out. Right, here we go. So this is where I'm going to have to fight against the wind. So just go grab a couple of these. Don't want to land on the 25. I'll land on this part of the 4 here. Nope, the wind's pushed me off. That's a wipeout. And because I didn't... well, I landed on the target, but notice on round 5 it says 4 out of 9. You have to actually earn the points from the target, not just land on the target in order for it to count. So the wording could be a little bit better there. Which means I'm not going to get it without playing another round on top of the 9 and resetting my score. Get a small boost of speed. And we can use that whenever we need to. But I think we only get like the 1, or it recharges every so often. So if you want to, like, you know, boost yourself a little bit, like that. It's kind of like doing the flutter with, by using the Deco Leaf again in Wind Waker. I'm bringing Wind Waker up a lot. Maybe I should have put the green tunic on. It's not a problem. It's summer, so I'm wearing all the summer mods that I have accumulated over the years. Because it makes a little bit more sense. I think I cocked up. Yep. Dang it. So yeah, didn't really need to show that one, but I have parasailed 6 times, so we can at least move on. We need the stamps for that candle. Urchins! Very spiky. Sharp needles will be blocking the way. They're absolutely everywhere. I believe... well, I don't normally touch these, but if you do touch them, they're probably gonna knock you off. What the hell? I fell through the platform. That's a new one. I don't know why I have a lot of trouble doing this, considering that, you know, I can always do the perfect dash. Okay, well, my parasail kind of... oh, I still have my boost of wind. It didn't take that away. Interesting. Why did I keep the little puff of wind that I had there? Kinda needed it as well. But you only get the 1 as far as I can tell, because I'm mashing the button right now. It's not popping off another one. Just trying to salvage this at the moment. The funny thing is, if you keep low, they're not really that big of an issue. It's only if you go for the high routes, which, you know, gives you certain different points, is where it's really a problem. I don't actually know if they're randomly generated or not. Do that. That should give me the 200. You can actually see the shadows. There we are, 200. Oh, it's worse. Okay, so I'll skip showing off the TNT one because it just spawns a lot of TNT on the targets. The one that we just got does both the sea urchins and the targets, target TNT barrels. So, yeah, there's a lot of hazards here, and now we're actually getting to see this proper. Yep, that's a wipeout. That was unfortunate that it launched me in there, so I guess that was a bit of an issue that I'm going to be able to show off then. But yeah, we've pretty much seen them all, so I'll see you once I achieve all of the requirements as well as get my score for finishing off the 9th round. I fell through it again! That was such a quick fall, what? Well, we still won, so happy days. I like how I said that I'm just going to finish off this round and then I clip through the platform with the same speed as I would have had if I jumped off it normally. So I don't know what happened there. That was a new one. But we do have the timepiece. We have achieved first place. The timepiece will not despawn, and that's what gives us our first place bonus. I need to land on the target a few more times, so I'm going to play this a few more times. Just land on the target, and there we go. It's happened again! Why does that keep happening? Can we not with that? Give me the power upwards, not downwards. That's better. Strange. Maybe it's because I'm holding forward before I even jump. I've still noticed that even after starting a new round of 9, and I haven't had it yet, I still have the gust. Like, every time the round resets, I keep the little wind gust. That's like a permanent upgrade for every round once you get it. Don't know if that's a bug or not, but I approve. I wonder if the little puff thing is stackable. Like if you get it again, because it may be a bug for keeping it at the start of every round once you land on it, because then landing on it again would not do anything for you. Not too sure. Anyways, as you see, the timepiece is still here. We're still technically in the middle of doing our rounds, but, you know, our score hasn't been tallied yet, so technically we're still first, so gimme! Nice little mini-game, honestly. It's really enjoyable. You could have a competition with your mates. It's a hat that we have won! And it's made of watermelon! Yeah! Yeah, we just chuck glasses of watermelon juice, and we actually make mess. Like, okay, that's probably not a good spot to try it. But yeah, we're just covering everything in watermelon juice, and that's pretty funny. So anyways, with that out of the way, again, you can go back and play that whenever you want, as long as you have the mod downloaded. A pretty fun time. Hat was made by Dr. Treefrog. And, well, we still don't have enough stamps. Could probably do Hattle Royale over here, but as I said, I'm leaving that for last, and it's pretty involved, you'll see why. We only need 2 more stamps in order to get that candle, and there's only 1 more level that we can actually do, and it requires 6 in order to unlock. Phasing Summertime, and it looks like that this will actually connect to this one that's due 50% complete, so we'll be able to unlock that along with the other 2. Phasing Summertime. Collect the timepiece. Now, it doesn't specify what the 2 bonuses are until you actually collect the timepiece and beat the level. But I'm going to tell you right now, because it is tied to collecting the timepiece, you need to collect the timepiece without getting wet, and or within 2 minutes. But even after you have revealed the bonus condition by grabbing the timepiece at least once, within the Death Wish, it doesn't have a timer. I am able to get both of these in one go, so I am basically going to do just that. And I'm going to probably post-commentate so I can focus. Phasing Summertime by Happy Job. It's time to phase Summertime with this mod level as you make your way from island to island. As you can tell from the thumbnail, that boat is out of phase. Do we need Dweller Hat, or can we just jump on it? Do they even react to our physical presence if we land on them? So we need to cross all these islands, but how do we do that? We can swim, but there's also an owl here that's a scientist. Trapped in invisible boxes. My device is picking up a timepiece around here. Might be the reason why the weird time anomaly of objects where it's like they exist but also not. Like two timelines existing at the same time. It also seems you can interact with these time objects. And that we shall in order to cross this water as quickly as possible, because these barrels, boxes, and upside down boats are solid, but not visually. So we got to use these to platform across the water as quickly as possible. Again, you can swim, but if you're doing this within the Death Wish, within the event, we don't want to be landing in the water. Thankfully, the boxes here, as well as the boats, don't bob so much when they are in the water, so you won't have water flow in. You will need to worry about this big boat here, though, because if you land anywhere in the bottom near the water, it's actually underneath the water's surface, so you will actually hit the water if you do that. Also, this final boat here, if possible, skip it or jump on the very edge and immediately jump off so you don't hit the water once again. You can do this level in less than a minute. Summertime is never long enough. The timepiece is just relaxing in a hammock! And this took me quite a few times to actually do. Haha! 3 in 1! Now, of course, if you hit the water, you just have to leave the level and come back in order to do it, so unless you drown, there's not really any way you can die, and you can just ignore the platform by swimming. Touching the water is not really a problem if you're playing the level normally. As far as I'm aware, anyway, there doesn't seem to be any voiding out spots. But yeah, some of the bits that I mentioned in that level can trip you up. Sometimes it's probably best to go slow and not get wet and then do it again within 2 minutes, but if you're going fast, you're probably going to do it within 2 minutes anyway, and that was with talking to the guy. I did that every time, just so I could do the commentary and not splice it in. But yeah, Facing Summertime has been done. We now have 3 more levels accessible to us. Painted Sandcastle has just been unlocked. I'm going to save that for later though, because we do have this now available. Finally! Cave Story weapons. Now, there is a lot involved with this, and it's also going to take a lot of grinding to get up to 5,000 experience, because enemies don't drop a lot of experience when you attack enemies with these weapons. But leveling up 5 times is definitely easy. The Cave Story weapons by Kanromi. Break open the armory. 7 unique weapons from Cave Story, levelingly reimagined for 3D. Original designs inspired by the sprites and concept art. Custom animations to bring the action to life with maximum firepower. Defeat enemies to level up with 3 levels of power up per weapon. If you take a hit, they will degrade, as long as it's equipped. Each weapon has auto-aim and strafing capability. Careful thought was put into each weapon's function in battle. Partial damage system allows for nuance when fighting with low health enemies. Weapons at your fingertips! Bring forth and function together with our included hat, modelled after the infamous Cave Story protagonist. Use the hat's weapon wheel ability to switch between your arsenal on the fly, and you can also customise what weapons appear on the wheel in the options, the configure options on this very screen. How does it work? You swap to the soldier's gear hat and activate the hat ability to hot swap to any weapon. So you use the hat wheel to get to the hat, and then you use the hat to get to the weapon wheel. Hold the camera snap button to strafe, then press it again, or attack to fire. Hover with the level 3 machine gun, hold down the jump button and attack to fly. Don't forget to check out the config options accessible through the mod menu from the pause screen, which we're in right now. Credits. Obviously Kanromi, but we also have Cambot for weapon icons, custom animations, and the King model. Pasta Pillows for weapon designs, weapon models, hat model, and plate designs. And Kanromi for the project design, programming, and visual effects. Let's check out the configuration options. So you got quite a few here. Clear gun stats on return to hub, so all weapons reset to level 1. Weapon control hints, so it can basically tell you a little tutorial on screen as you equip. Similar to how when you bring out the brewing hat, it tells you to use it by holding the button. Breakable drop, missile ammo, we kind of saw a sneak peek of that during Bokid's Beach Bash. Limited ammo for the missile launcher, which means it doesn't slowly regenerate. Hat colorization, it can be dye compatible or not. Hat plate design determines the appearance of the metal plate on the front of the hat. Not entirely too sure what that's about. Let's have a quick little look here. Oh, you can customize it. Okay. I'm not going to do that though. Oh, I didn't mean to back out the whole thing. Weapon wheel settings. Base game weapons can be included, as well as the DLC, so you can have your whatever you've chosen your umbrella to be, as well as your bat. Cave story weapons can also be included, and other mod weapons if you have any. So, this is what it looks like. We have our umbrella, our baseball bat, the polar star, which is your basic pea shooter, and it has unlimited ammo. I'll be careful not to shoot you, Nico. We'll use target practice on our pillows. We also have a fireball, which is like a spread shot that bounces on the floor and keeps ping-balling everywhere, which is pretty useful. The machine gun, you hold it down for rapid fire. Yeah, I've already got it maxed out somehow. I'm guessing my level progression carries over from file to file. Ah, interesting. The blade, which is, you know, just like your umbrella or your bat, but you sling sword beams as you use it, which home into enemies, which is super awesome. The missile launcher. Couldn't really see it there. Boom! With a nice 8-bit crunchy sound effect. We also have the bubbler, which says that it has unique abilities, and as it says, you can hold the right bumper to strafe here. But, you know, it just shoots bubbles. And it does minimal damage, so I'm not entirely too sure how this is useful. I haven't unlocked the true potential of this, and remember, if you get hit, weapons degrade. And finally, we have the Nemesis, which is quite awesome. Unlimited ammo, you fire, and it basically is like a homing spark shot. And I like this weapon, and we'll stick with this for now. If you're in your weapon menu, you've probably already seen these a few times, but they do show up here, so you can manually switch if you so wish. And mod weapons like the Time Blaster X1 also function differently, which is not part of this weapon set. It's a different mod weapon, but you could add that to the wheel if you so wish. Yes, I won't be needing the projectile badge anymore, so we can go back to the fast hatter, because I still want to stay with my sprint hat for now, because I just prefer it. So, for testing these weapons out, we are, well, get the reward that is also tied to this, which is, if you look at the map right now, our last reward that is tied to the map itself, even though, once again, it is in itself a mod, so you could just download it, but we don't know what it is until we get it for the first time, if you haven't already got it installed. So I'll be covering that when we get at least one stamp for a level up. So why don't we go do that along with one of these two levels? They pretty much require the same amount of stamps. So let's unlock them both. The Summer Heat Time Rift, which we'll save for another time. But we also have the Snatcher Candles Dwelling Course for the Summer Jam. Considering we're already doing a candle, makes sense that we do a candle Death Wish. Snatcher Candles Dwelling Course. Defeat 10 UFOs. I mean, we have a gun, so that may be a little bit more useful now. Collect a Rift token, as well as collect a timepiece. Yes, this level has 3 Rift tokens to collect. The Snatcher's Candle Dwelling Course. Snatcher Candle wants to go on a vacation, but aliens are in the water, as they probably shouldn't be. So you need your help getting rid of these pesky UFOs. This level includes a timepiece, 3 tokens, UFO sightings, a complete lack of sunglasses for some reason. Thankfully we have our own. We require the Dweller Mask, the Fast Hatter Badge. Really? And the Hookshot Badge, which should be rental badges. So let's see how well our guns stack up against these UFOs. We are equipped. That, again, was quite sudden. Hello, that was immediate. Gib. Well, if you ever needed an easier stamp to earn, as well as get 1/3 of a roulette reel roll, that would be it. And I should not be exiting that menu very quickly, because I've got 3 different counters to show every time I grab one of them. This music's nice and calm, despite the aliens everywhere. Hey, kiddo, how was the salt water? Tasty? I think it tastes like salt. And water. Anyway, these UFOs have been bothering me for a while I sunbathe at the beach candle style. You can't really understand why a candle would sunbathe, but perhaps it's fun to be a puddle. Hey! Stop pondering with your brain-shaped brain and get those UFO-shaped UFOs. Please. You have to do it now, as he said, please. Fair enough, I guess. Our goal is clear. Another 2 Rift tokens already available. There There we are. You saw the reticle. I shot it, but it didn't drop any experience points for us. Yeah, alien UFOs don't count as enemies for some reason. They're more like obstacles you can just destroy. They just don't drop experience for some reason. I'll try a different weapon, but I'm pretty sure I'll get the same result. Can I not shoot you, please? Yep, no experience. So that's kind of a problem. I'm going to stick with the Nemesis because it seems to be more useful for me. That'll do. So we got the nice cruise ship music, which kind of makes sense. We can actually see our ship down there. Interesting. Since we're taking out ships ourselves. Hop on, no! I need you, please. Alright, we need Dweller hat time. So we've got, well, the same shades that the Snatch Candle was wearing. And we can already see another token already in the distance there. In fact, if you look carefully, you can see two. They all have shine, so it's really easy to find them. Grab a hop on here, and let's see if we can figure this mess out. If I do this, yeah I can. Jump over this way, jump back up, deactivate. There we are, second token already within the massive UFOs. Also, the UFOs respawn. So, if you are at the end and didn't fight them, you can just grind up. As long as you hang about. Actually, can I shoot him from here? How much is the range of these weapons? Oh, okay, we're already targeting him. Boom! Oh. Okay, Dweller platforms, even if they're not solid, do block the Nemesis. Do they block any other weapon? Oh, they do! I guess they're energy based, so that would make a little bit of sense. Also, that one's respawned already, so I'm just gonna... Oh, I'm not tall enough with this weapon. Going back to the Nemesis! I'm pausing to swap my weapon so I don't keep messing about with the hat, because kinda need Dweller at the moment, and we're just gonna jump around this, because it's easier. Make sure that we are... Well, actually, that's kind of useful. You can see your drop shadow through the Dweller platforms. As I was trying to finish my thought, I was getting besieged. Just put my gun away as I pose, you know. We've been messing around with guns a lot this modding showcase with the quick draw. Did that a little bit too early, but I've made it back up, so it's fine. And we're almost at the end of the level. It's just up there. So... Oh, no you don't. I do not approve of that. I can make that. Easy. We can strafe, but... we can't seem to aim upwards, which is kind of a problem. So I'll just lure them down. Actually, I can't lure them down. There we go. I had to jump to bait them. One more. Come down here, you. And I missed. I fired, and then I missed. Did we? Whoa! What the? Okay. Wave dash onto me within a frame, and then land on me again? That was janky. Of course, it had to be the final one, didn't it? Well, we've got all 3 Rift tokens, all we've got to do now is just beat the level. Also, I just realised that my latest weapon that I did equip is being used for the umbrella for using the hook shot. Which I changed to the Catchmaster, because it makes sense, because we're hooking the hooks. Almost up. And we pretty much made it. Hello there, Snatchy boy. In a candle. I haven't actually played a lot of these mods that include you as a candle, so I don't actually know the lore. Also, God didn't show up in the carnival. Thanks, kid. Now I can finally feel the sun on my back. Do candles even have backs? I mean, we're looking at it. Well, maybe I'll find out one day. Here's your timepiece, which probably doesn't have a back either. Oh, and Merry Summermas. You know what, mate? I'm just going to dance on your head, because we are done for this episode once I grab this. So let me grab this, and I'll see you guys next time.